Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do the second video on this Monday doubleheader. That first one was magnificent.
Magnifique.
Yeah, it was magnificent. Alright, so this video is a Patreon request, so do your thing. This patron right here asks us to check out a band called Crusudurs? Crusudurs?
I thought it said Crusaders.
No, it doesn't spell Crusaders.
I know
it's all with U's there. It's Crusudurs.
I know it doesn't say Crusaders. But I mean...
No, I know what you mean. Like, I
have terrible vision, and I just saw...
When I first saw it, even when I was checking out the request from the patron, I had to like, did he misspell the band?
Yeah.
Because I honestly thought it was Crusaders, but it's Crusudurs, I guess.
Crusudurs.
We came for your heads. We came for your heads. It sounds kind of Viking-ish. Or Crusader, like.
Yeah.
Either one or the other. Alright, so the only thing I know about this is that the band is from Finland. I checked Metal Encyclopedia, and nothing came up. Oh. That worries me. So I had to go... The more I'm going to tell you, the more you're going to get worried.
To the dark web.
I went on 4chan.
Oh.
So, and then I found...
Which is basically the black market.
So I went on 4chan and I found out that they're from Finland. And then I went on their Facebook, on the band's Facebook page, and I found out they only had like 74 followers. So this really worries me. I'm balls deep worried.
We've found some duds in Finland before. Let's hope this is not...
I don't want to say any more. Let's just watch it, all right? The good news is only 3.5 minutes, so if this is not good, at least it's
not long suffering.
It's not 10 minutes. All right, let's do this. So, go ahead. Tell us what you think.
I mean, in my books, that wasn't a dud.
No, in my books, it's not a dud. At least not a total dud. No, there's a lot of good stuff there. I mean, you kind of have to you kind of have to rummage through the leaves
and the cheese
in order to find the essence, in order to find those mushrooms.
The video was very, very cheesy. But
the video I could have lived without.
But I kind of liked it.
To me,
because I mean.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry. So you like the video?
What's there not to love about a bunch of French people drinking various amounts of liquids?
This is not National Geographic. I don't need to see like a Finnish person in their natural habitat. Yes. I already know how their natural habitat is.
Like
I've been there.
Steve Irwin comes out of nowhere. He's like, "There you see, it's a wild Finnish man drinking his years and years old of liquor. I'm gonna go poke him with the salmiakki."
If not for nothing, just for that, it was worth checking out this video. Just for that alone, it was worth checking out this video. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. Anyways, can I say my piece?
Yeah.
All right. So, I actually like this song. It's heavy. The drums are absolutely phenomenal, by the way. I really like it.
Very easy to, go with chorus.
Yeah, the chorus is simple, catchy, hooky, simple. The drums are really powerful. I really like the guitar sound. To me, the mixing of the sound on this track could have been done better. To me, it's a little raw. Like, you know what I mean? It really sounds to me like it was recorded in somebody's garage or basement. So they could have done a little bit more to polish the sound a little bit more. And that's just my. I don't necessarily hate it because the genre that they play is not like symphonic metal. So symphonic metal, you really need to clean up the sound because it's part of the allure of the genre.
Kind of like
death metal with thrash, like there's a little bit of those two worlds together.
It could
similar to actually, as far as sound, very similar to Raider that we just did before.
Yeah.
So I like the sound. I really like the drums and the guitar on the track. I just feel overall in the vocals, the vocals really match well with the style and sound.
Yeah.
I just feel like they could have done a little bit better with the production value of the track. I just feel like a little bit. Not too much, because you don't want to take away from that raw feel that the track has, but you need to clean it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Now, the track itself, to me, the video kind of takes away from... I'm not a fan of the video. Because to me, it's like this. If you're going to go down this road, then you have to find out exactly who the guys from Underrask hired and hired those guys.
Yeah.
Now, that is a funny video with a guy going around getting drunk at parties like a Crusader or whatever you want to call a Viking. I can't remember Underrask what the guy was. Longhammer. Yeah. They did it in a way...
And there was an epic fight scene.
Exactly. But they did it in a way that was cheesy, but the video still looked professionally done.
Yeah.
There's a difference between cheesy and you're recording something with your homemade... with your camcorder. Or the one that you shoot your porno gonzo films with. There's a difference between those two things, right? Like, you can tell... Like, when I do an interview, for example, you can tell it's like something like it's like low budget. You know what I mean? Versus like when Banger TV does an interview, which is like really high quality.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, the content itself is important. But if the quality of in which the content is presented takes away from the content, then you have a problem. Like, an interview could be great, but if the mic audio is shit and you can't really hear it properly, then it's shit. Then it's shit. It doesn't matter if the conversation was great or not, right? So, to me, the video, you could do a cheesy video like the way they did, similar to like Underrask with Longhammer, but do it in a more professional feel way. So, it's still cheesy, and it can still be funny, but it's done in a way that's more professionally looking. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, to me, the video I could have done without. I'm not a fan of the video because to me, it almost takes a little bit away from the song. If I was going to go with this, if my budget is really low, and I'm depending on somebody's older brother who's going through film school in Tampere, to do my music video, then I would take a different approach. Never mind trying to do the cheesy effects with the heads, and keep it simple. And the same thing could have been said for the Raider video, by the way. We didn't mention that, but I was also not a big fan of the whole sword fighting and that whole shenanigans.
Oh.
And to me, the way you save it is just use the dark catacombs like where they were playing. Just do the whole video in that area
kind of
there.
like a practice session.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of when the first video we ever checked from Very Kalpa, they were like in a barn.
Yeah.
Or no, it was in a jail. I think it was a jail. No, the last one they were in a barn. The
Last
first
one
one
they
we
were in
ever
a
did, I think they were like in a jail cell, like an old jail cell. The whole video. And that's perfect because if you don't have a lot of budget, don't try to do fancy stuff that comes across really cheesy.
I think it would have been better if they all did it in that same area they were drinking.
Either do it in that area that they're drinking, but they're just playing in that area, or go with what I said in the video when they're dressed almost like Crusaders and they're like in a dungeon or something.
Do that one.
Just do it that way. The whole video like that. Make it dark. Make it ominous. Make the video match the sound of your music. Because to me, there's a disconnect between the music and the video. The video is lighthearted and funny. Something like I said was recorded by a friend, and the music is heavy and driven.
Yeah.
And the two things don't. It's really hard. To me, there's only two videos where I can really think out of the top of my head where they were able to combine those two things, and that was either Realm when we did Chariot, and Under Rest when we did Long Hammer, where they were able to put two tracks that are really heavy and driven with a video that's very lighthearted and funny. It's really hard to do that, and to me, the only way you can do that is if the video is really professionally made, because then you can easily pull that off. When the video is not professionally made, you got to keep it simple. Just keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Don't try to do anything too fancy. Oh, another band, Deserted Fear. Remember they were going in a van and then the chicks came out and then there was like a guy killing the chicks killing the guys and what. I don't know if you remember that. We did that almost at the beginning of the channel. But anyways, that video was funny. It was almost like a Scooby-Doo thing where they came to the camp with beers in the van and there was chicks all over the place. Whatever. That one had...
I'm getting like getting some flashbacks, but they're not fully like piecing together.
So that one was funny, was hilarious, but it was professionally recorded, so it didn't have that cheese factor to it. It was just funny. It was
still cheesy, but
it was just funny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was not poorly recorded. Let's put that for lack of a better term. But overall, the track, I like the track. I just don't think the video really gives it justice. And I think the track needs to be a little bit worked as far as the production values is concerned. But other than that, this is a banger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a strong song. I really like the guitars. I really like the drums, especially the drums. The drums really heavy on this track. And I like the vocals. So, is there potential there? Yeah, this is totally not a dud. I mean, we've done far worse than this. So this is totally not a dud. There's a lot of raw material there. You just kind of now have to... You know, it's like when you get a stone and then from that stone you create an art piece. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's all about the vision. You look at the stone, you don't see a stone. You see already the finished product. And then you just work your way until you get the finished product. So I see a lot of raw material there that they can lapidate and work into a more finished product. But right now, to me, there's still room to be worked at. But potential.
Yeah.
All right? Can we agree on that?
We do.
Okay, perfect. All right. On that note, this is it for this double header. But come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.